All right, let's get things started, shall we? How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. TGIF, as the kids used to say. Don't know what they say anymore. I'm not hip with it. But I am hip with things in general. I've got hip. Hip hop. Hip hop hooray. 3 hips for... I'm sorry, I'm old. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Gonna keep it a little low key today. Not too much really much to do. Just more FF14 grinding with the Sage. It's gonna be awesome. The green Professor Phoenix name for YouTube. Oh yeah, it's pretty green, isn't it? So Twitch allows you to change your color name, but the YouTube one doesn't. So the Botrix bot automatically detects the Twitch colors, but not the YouTube colors. So it just does standard colors I can't change. So enjoy the bright green. That's me. Oh, as the title says, today we have Sage leveling to work on. I would say it's between Sage and White Mage as my new favorite healer, or at least my favorite healer, because Sage is just fantastic. I'm really having fun with this class, which again is hard to say because it's a healer class, so it's always high stress. But so far I'm really digging it. They did good with this new class, because Sage in general is like a rapid fire shield healer. You know, you're constantly spinning up your attacks, you're constantly readjusting the shields, putting out poison attacks, and you're constantly in a management game of your magic versus their health. Like, for instance, it's more efficient to use poison attacks with a group of 3 or lower, but it's more efficient to attack with group attacks with 4 or higher enemies. And even more impressively, when it comes to healing, it's actually faster to heal by attacking via your group attacks than it is to just use your group heals, which blows my mind. So it's such a tough instinct to fight. When somebody's health is dropping, I'm thinking, oh my god, I've gotta spam those heal spells, spam those shield spells, but truly I should be spamming damage spells, which is like, that is such a new concept for me and a lot of fun. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? Whew, okay. There's that handsome devil, Mr. Ignaman Crowley himself. Cool. And just as a reminder, I'll be pausing every so often because I'm technically working my day job at the same time. So I gotta send out emails and whatnot. So I will be constantly working on that. So this is just my cheating time to do 2 jobs at the same time, since it's actually very possible to do that in this situation. So and this is just to, you know, test the concept. Honestly, for this time slot next week, I actually kind of want to concentrate on doing YouTube development streams. I want to start making videos, because I've got 2 ideas I really want to like put all my effort into. I just can't decide which one is a better move, you know? And both of them are risky because none of you guys would care, honestly. You guys don't watch my content for these type of videos, so it'd be very strange to ask you guys for input, so to speak. But I'm still gonna do it because I'm a person who just can't stop asking for help. Because I constantly have to reassure myself, confirm things with other people. Am I doing good? Am I doing good? Confirm my goodness. Stuff like that. My hair's really starting to grow back, isn't it? And the weird thing is my beard is longer than my actual hair, which that's a bad look for me, I think. Like straight up, this is not a good look. I cannot wait for my hair to grow out. Boom, boom. By the way, all of your D&D stuff is just going crazy, Soup. I don't know if I could handle a campaign with that amount of scale. I need control. I do like I do like ranking those, like A tier, B tier, S tier, stuff like that. You know, knowing how strong certain people are in comparison, like the world's strongest, blah blah blah. That's cool to me. So that would be a lot of fun. My input is that you're doing great. Why, thank you, Noah. I appreciate it. Witchin is Grisatique. No idea what that means. Okay, that email's taken care of, so back to it. So honestly, most of my roulettes are still need to be done today, so I will be focusing on those. I did get new liths, and these actually look pretty dope. I like these. But it looks more like I'll stab you with them rather than shoot lasers. Your party's A rank? Okay. Always try to remember the details. It's hard. I also have been working on purging my inventory of all my gear, because my inventory has been full basically since I started this game. So I've been working hard for the last couple days to just purge all the stuff I don't need anymore. And I'm a hoarder by nature, so that's pretty hard. Alright, Cronan, my retainer. You take my stuff. And we'll sell what we can. She sold a bunch of stuff. Kira. Oh, nice. She leveled up. Great. Basically, it's great with random capitalization. The nullification of words. Okay. And my friend who plays this game with me never fails to point out how terrible my inventory management is. So I want to prove him wrong. I want to have an actually managed inventory. It's one of the biggest reasons I'm doing all this leveling, is because the thing I'm holding on to most of the time is leveling gear. It's like, oh, you know, my gladiator's not level 90 yet, but he will be, so I want to hold on to this level 90 gear. Which works in the short term, but in the long term, and with 20 classes, that's not going to fly. I mean, the game makes it so easy for you to manage your inventory. Because some classes share inventory Like the Reaper and the Dragoon both wear the same sets. All the gladiators wear the same sets. All the healers wear the same sets. You know, it's like they're trying to make it as easy as possible to not have that much inventory baggage. And yet I still fail. Noah, the Boa, the Loa, the Noah, the Noahs, the Hoas, the Boas. I'm just going to stop repeating gibberish. At this point, I don't know what else to do. Oh, I should probably fix my stuff. Ah, that was well needed. So obviously there's not a lot of people here, but I need something to talk about, and I might as well prompt the question about this YouTube channel. I have two ideas. One that I've been brewing on for a long time, and I think is actually a really great idea. And the other one is one I've been coming up with recently. You know, I've been trying to do a gaming channel for a long time, but I've never really had my focus set on anything. I don't have a niche, so to speak. I don't have that sub niche that, you know, I'm the master of. You know, because everybody has their thing. You know, there's something that they're known for. Like Let's Game It Out is known for absolutely going chaotic in the game. Markiplier is known for being Markiplier. For being handsome and talented. The king of YouTube. That's right, Gold Saucer. And, you know, everybody has their thing, right? And, you know, I could try to continue like this. Sell on my glaring personality, but I also want to create like actual content, you know, like something you would search up YouTube to watch. But I've always struggled on what that should be. For a while I thought maybe I should do tutorial videos for games, because I love teaching people how to do things, and I love video games, and I loved being able to have things broken down. The problem with that is that I'm not good enough at video games in general to be the go-to guy for that many videos. Because as it's been clearly shown in every game I've played on stream, you guys are way ahead of me on all of that stuff. And I don't have enough time to catch up. You know, I can't play that much in my spare time, so that's usually off the table. Then I tried PlayQuest. Some people might remember me talking about that earlier. The idea was I just want to play every game worth playing, rank it, and give it an official true score. And I liked that. I really liked doing that, but it's so exhaustive. It's such a thorough process, and I just don't think people would be as interested in that. I especially don't have the time to do it right now. I'd love to return to that in the future, but consider just to put my cards on the table, I need something to work right now, like as soon as possible, because the sooner I can get a self-sustaining income from this, the easier it'll be to expand it. Because right now I'm just doing this stuff in my evenings and now during my day job. So I need a good idea that sells right now. So I thought, ranking videos. I love ranking stuff, and I can experience games and then I can just rank all of the fun stuff in that game. Like, for instance, Final Fantasy XIV. And I would do the type of rankings that nobody else does, because, you know, everybody does top 10 rankings, but nobody does like full list rankings. And the ones that do focus on long form content like TV shows and movies. But what if you were to like rank every Final Fantasy dungeon from worst to best? Or in Terraria, rank every boss from worst to best? Or, God help me, Pokemon, every Pokemon worst to best. I'm sure someone's done that one, but you know, the really long lists. I think people would love those, and I would love doing them. And coming from somebody the perspective of somebody who loves games but is a novice at all of them, it's kind of perfect. Because I overanalyze everything. So it's a tailor-made system. So that's idea number one, is the ranking. I'll pick a video game and I'll rank all of the interesting stuff in that game and then move on to another game. I got a few emails to do. If you burn the game to get a nice smell since it's sage, no, it honestly smells like plastic. With a faint hint of rosemary. And to be fair, sage is such a weird name for this class because there was no precedent for it. That was the thing about all the Final Fantasy XIV classes, is that they have precedent from another class in a previous Final Fantasy game, you know, and there are over 100 Final Fantasy classes, so they had a lot to choose from. Well, Final Fantasy XIV has limited itself in the aspect of every class has to have their own unique weapon, right? So you can't have just multiple classes using a staff or a sword. It's got to be a specific type of sword, a specific type of staff. And so it's always interesting to see what they picked. And with Sage, they just made up a new weapon, which honestly was a pretty brilliant idea. The new liths, the floaty laser discs, the drones of death and healing. And they chose to make it a healing class. They chose it to make it the most tech savvy class. And like they made it the most what's the word? Unique in terms of mythology. Because every class is like connected to something. Oh, this is darkness, this is light, this is nature, this is big burly strength. Sage is totally out there, and it has no precedent, so it's such a unique class. So good on them. So many emails to stand out. Okay, that's the first one. Good there. Good there. Okay, yeah, we're good. I like game meth. It's smart. What? Are you saying game meth or game math? Because those are very different things. Even though one of those doesn't exist. But it's still very concerning if that is what you meant. Alright, we'll get the pixie quests out of the way. Math. Math. Okay, good. Just saying. Very different things. You like game math? See, I do too. And that's where my other idea comes in. I call it action science, and I've been sitting on this idea for a long time. And the more I think about it, the more I love it, because the idea is to take like a movie or a TV show or a video game and break down all of the action elements in it into science and math and stats, right? The broader term being action science. For example, how many people did Terminator kill in the first Terminator? What weapons was he using? How many shots were fired? How much stronger than a regular human is the Terminator? You know, what futuristic weapons were used? If you had to give them a level and a rank, what would you give them? By the way, for Terminator, it's rare rank. That's what I've decided. And you could also reanimate the fight scenes to look like video games. You know, because you see, I'm sure people have seen videos on YouTube. It's like, oh, it's the fight between these two people, but with health bars. And I would do the same thing, but more animated. Not just health bars, but like fight effects and stuff like that. And add in all the fun stuff that you would see in a regular video game. And just because I enjoy action so much. I'd also break down the stunts because I love stunt work. And I do that for anything. Video games, movies, TV shows. I think that would be a really fun idea. Really fun show people would enjoy. Because it's a very flexible concept, right? So the question I alluded to earlier, which I forgot to ask, which idea should I work on? You know, that's the tough one. Because I've been working on action science for years. You know, I've just never had the courage or motivation to dedicate everything to that. But since things are getting real, now may be the best time to do that. Or do I play it safe and go for this ranking concept instead? Both will require a lot of work, but the action science is more of a risk and definitely outside my normal purview. Oh, did I do them all already? And then, the ranking, I would have a lot of fun with that because I just love ranking things. But it also seems like a safe concept, so people might not be as attracted to it as the action science thing. So that's the dilemma I've been facing. And you'd go with the ranking, which makes sense, right? Because it's an easy concept to gravitate to. Chocobo's in the way. Like, I don't know if anyone watches like Dead Meat. It's a really fun horror YouTube show. And it's like the most popular horror YouTuber out there. And the whole concept of action science actually started with Dead Meat, because the whole idea was that his channel started as a kill count by just analyzing the kill counts in horror movies. But then he started breaking it down more and more, like explaining the stunts and the makeup and the costumes and the stories behind the films. And it's like, it became so much more than just a simple kill count, right? I mean, it's still called the kill count. That's the through line. But people watch Dead Meat because it's a fun show that celebrates horror movies. And I wanted to do the same thing for action movies because I love action movies so much. And action science would be the way to do that. The problem being, I don't have the same through line that he does. He's got, oh, well, how many kills are in this movie? Mine would be like, I can't do the kill count. And say, what's the action science of the Terminator? It doesn't pop quite as much. You watch Dead Meat too? See, yeah, a lot of people watch Dead Meat. Brings so much appreciation to the genre. And maybe I'm overthinking it, right? Like I always do. Maybe people would love the idea of, you know, how many times has The Rock won in his movies? Like, what's his final body count? That'd be a fun thing to do. Like, who has more in-movie kills? Arnold Schwarzenegger or Bruce Willis? Or Sylvester Stallone. But of course, the risk being that has nothing to do with what I'm currently doing, right? Like this is not that. So that would be very risky. So yeah, I think the ranking videos are a safer bet. It'd be easier to make. And I can make them in the short term, and people will watch them. Like you say, people love ranking videos. I think people have been watching ranking videos since the dawn of YouTube. Top 10, enter any top 10 here. Wonder what I should do first. I mean, I am obsessed with Final Fantasy right now, and in general. I kind of want to do a Final Fantasy 14 video. Just because I'm obsessed with the games, with 14 specifically. I want to do the dungeons. I think that would be a fun ranking. Final Fantasy? What is that? Oh, that's what I'm playing. If you didn't notice. Do the mounts? The bosses? The bosses would probably be a way better first video, actually. Probably do trials, because dungeon bosses are a whole nother beast. I thought this game was called Sage. No. My character class is named Sage, but not the game itself. I should probably ask the Discord, see what they think. First off, which concept would they prefer? And then, if I were to do a ranking video, what would they be most interested in? And that would give me an excuse to play those games, right? To like experience the game firsthand so I could make those rankings. It feeds into the channel, right? It's a constant reinforcement loop. The better the channel does, the better my streaming does. The better my streaming does, the better the channel does. That's the idea. I just need to get that damn ball rolling. And I'm so very bad at rolling giant spheres. Oh my god, I'm taking my sweet time here. Kill it, kill it. On a lighter note, I've only got 380 levels to go till I've maxed out everything. 199 crafter levels, and the rest is combat. And the crafting ones will go a lot faster because, I mean, you can just abuse the crap out of crafting leaves and the Beast Tribe quests, because there's so much experience just waiting to be done there. It's the combat levels I'm really focusing on right now because they're very hard to do. Pull my string and I'll say my thing, suppose. Reach for a star. Sounds familiar. I think I've heard that somewhere. Cool, okay. Have I done the raids yet? I have not. I haven't done main scenario yet either. Excuse me. Oh, I try not to sneeze because I sneeze like a gunshot, but man, I can't resist it, man. You can't resist a sneeze. You can't resist a good sneeze. I think I'm going to do Main scenario. That's more of a low-key one with a lot of cinematics, so it'll be safer. I just realized you probably can't hear the music very well, can you? Because I turned it way down so I could concentrate. Oh snap, this will be fast. Yay, it's the default boss. I'm basically the only one who has to try here. I just gotta keep everyone alive for 12 minutes. That's basically all I'm doing here. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Capitan now. It's so weird. Some movies unintentionally trying to create serious moments unironically create the best memes possible. Like that's a really serious moment, right? He's like in super endangered, they just got hijacked. You're afraid. But it's become such a meme now that everybody knows. Well, everybody of our generation. If you asked a boomer what a meme is, their mind would short circuit. Why am I not the sheriff? I'm the captain. I'm the sheriff too. No, I'm the sheriff. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the sheriff now. You're the captain. No, look at me. I'm the captain now. Wait, no, I said you're the captain. No, I said you're the sheriff. No, that's not what I said. Oh my gosh, you're freaking me out. I will say there is one aspect of the Ultima weapon that I don't like. It's that you can't stack their shields. Every other class can stack shields or regens from multiple spells, but Sage can't. I think it's because the Sage also gets the bonus vampiric healing. I think that's why they do that. Just so it's not overly powered. Which just goes to show that I still don't fully understand the maximum efficiency of Sage is actually attacking, not healing. I'm just not at a high enough level to really pull that off yet. I literally started this class yesterday, so... I'm gonna turn the audio up a little bit. I think it's been pretty quiet for you guys, which I apologize. Still no new emails. The regen on that physis is not good. Or is it physis? Whatever it is, it's not great. And I'm out of mana. That's the other thing I've realized with this. More so than probably any other class, the Sage's magic runs out so fast. That's not true, the Black Mage does it faster, but that's literally a built-in mechanic. The whole idea of the Black Mage is to spend your magic as fast as possible, and then recover it as fast as possible. It's literally built into the class. But the Sage doesn't have any way of recovering MP besides the standard. So I wonder, is there something I don't know about? Nice. My ears. Oh, is it too loud? Sorry, I'll turn that down. Because the music is a lot quieter than the sound effects. My bad.
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
Ooh, good opportunity to eat my lunch. I've been skipping lunch recently as part of my diet, but it's just not working out for me because it doesn't just makes me too hungry, and I end up breaking that rule or overeating at dinner. So now I'm gonna start eating rice at lunch. I think it'll help fill me a lot better.
This is what empowers him.
Beyond.
Not much, but with chicken flavoring, it's not bad.
If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the ultimate weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient...
How many times have I seen this cinematic? My goodness.
The magic
We're easily in the hundreds.
dormant for eons.
I wonder if we've even reached 1,000.
Of what magic do you speak?
Wow. I mean, I've done this part so many times. I've done the roulette so many times.
I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core.
I think I've played 100 days of in-game time.
Lies within its now beating heart.
Assuming for each of the 100 days, I played the roulette once. No, that wouldn't be a good.
More than was necessary
Would not be a good guess.
for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
It's easily hundreds.
The hour is at hand.
I don't think it's
Behold
quite
the
1,000.
sliver of my god's power. And from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
And to be fair, this is legitimately cool. Could you imagine how unbearable this would be if this was a boring cutscene? People would not have it. Because I'm sure this is the most watched cutscene in FF14 history. Probably in Final Fantasy history.
Such devastation! This was not my intention.
Oh, Heidelin. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your
enemy's shield is broken. The rest
The
I leave
rest
to
I
you.
leave to you.
We will speak,
Speak later, Asian.
But first, I must deal with you. The
Question of who is mightier remains. I mean, I've beat you
adventurer.
several hundred times.
Find the answer together.
I wonder if there's an in-game count for how many times you've run a dungeon or instance. Unskippable cutscenes are my favorite. Yeah. But it's the main scenario. They wanted to make sure you couldn't leave the new people behind. And it would still very much have that problem. Even cut down to 30 minutes, if you made those cutscenes skippable, it would screw over the new people so much. True power user. Yes, well, you deserved that. If you don't pay attention, you're gonna get burned. This game's no longer an easy fight. You have to pay attention. Damn it, Lilith. You can't snooze through this fight, but you don't really have to try that hard either. If you get hit with this again, oh my god, Lilith, seriously. Seriously, you died? Oh, that's so annoying. Stop taking so many damn hits. Oh my god. You've been hit by that 4 times in a row. 4 times! 4 times! How have you not learned your lesson yet? Making my job so much more difficult. Oh my god. 5 times. My god, Empress Lilith actually either doesn't care or just sucks that much. Right. Oh, okay, we made it. Empress Lilith literally got hit with all 5 Citadel Busters, which is a telegraphed attack where he attacks everything in front of him. And literally did not even bother to get out of the way for any of the 5. That teased me off so bad. You know what? I'm gonna give that one to Theodora. So annoying. Okay. At least I got a level up from that. I gave my recommendation to the other DPS just to spite Empress Lilith. Okay. Just gonna send out this email and we'll get right back to it. I'm really excited because after I finish Sage, I get to go to Blue Mage, which is such a weird class. Weird, but awesome. I should have new gear ready. Oh no, that's 78. Yeah. Trials. Teleport while we can. I will say, I am tired of the Shadowbringers areas. I'm so tired of the level 80 areas. I really need a change of pace. Doing the same hunts over and over again can get really tedious. What's happening here? Empire Vines. I should start compiling a list of all the trial bosses. Shiva! This is a fun one. Ooh, I should probably consider extremes too. Yeah, I'll have to think about the differences between the difficulties as well. Oh man, we have a cutscene. We have a first timer. It's like both of the tanks want to be main tank. We'll see who gets that honor. This is a position of honor. Shiva is easily S tier. Shiva's one of the most iconic bosses in this game. Not only for story-wise, but also for the music. I'm gonna do my Yole dance. I earned this emote, I'm gonna use it. Here we go! Looks like it's gonna be you. You know what I realized? I never said Cardia in that last one. Oh, maybe that's why my healing was so bad. Oh dear, that was bad. We have 2 sages. I wonder if it's better if I go with the off tank. Nah, it's fine. No, whatever. Best phase transition in the entire game. Let's go! Oh no, not dreams. Don't hurt me. My phlegma. Uh-oh. The other healer held their part of the deal. Man, I got almost no experience from that. Dang it. Oh, I hate it when sneezes go away. It ruins everything. Nothing is more sad than a lost sneeze. Ooh, normal rates. Let's do it. Always gotta go for that healer bonus. Sage is also a little weak on the back end of healing. That is to say, they're really good at the front end with the shields and whatnot, but the regen and getting the health back up it's pretty hard for the Sage. I feel like my button clicks aren't going through. I keep clicking a button and it doesn't register. I think I'm losing my mind. Okay, gotta go to the top. Pyramid again. Okay, both at the pyramid. Come on now. So close. I'm betting this is Omega. Like, I have a feeling. I've been getting a lot of random normal raids and trials lately. You know what? I should be very ambitious with this Final Fantasy ranking. I should do every boss. Every instance where it requires you to pass that purple line. That way I can do all the rankings at once. Just going for it, huh? What the heck? Not using any mitigation, are we? Survival against Lokebe. What a weird name that is. Noah, do you know them? They speak gibberish. I need a translation. Oh no, it's this one. Oh, this is such a tough fight, dude. Okay, someone's got to volunteer. One's got to take care of the bombs. I haven't done this in forever, so I don't remember. Like, I literally don't. 'Cause everything's easy until the mechanic kicks in. And an email just came in. Awesome. Come on, Mr. Tanky, you know what you have to do. Moving the bombs. Okay, someone's taking care of it. We'll be good. Should probably heal myself. Whoa. They're both. Dawntrail is off cooldown. I didn't know that. So I could spam both of them at the same time. Ah, that's an efficiency I can do. This one's pretty mid, I'd say. The Alexander fights in general are pretty underwhelming because they've got awesome music, but you're basically facing the same type of boss over and over again. Easy, but with a unique mechanic, right? And some of them are just barrel through 4 mini bosses until you get to the main boss. I wonder if I should count mini bosses. I wonder what constitutes a mini boss. Good question. Have I leveled up yet? No, of course not. Normal raids and trials are such low experience. Barely even worth the effort. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to grind some dungeons today now that I think about it. Ow. Ah, my legs keep... my legs keep twitching. I worked out yesterday and I think I pushed my calves too far. Because now every time I bend my legs, I feel like I'm going to get a cramp. Which is not good. Not good at all. Oh my god. I haven't done this dungeon in so long. Hawk Manor? Holy crap, dude. This is like the second dungeon in the game. No, I think it's the third. No, I think it's the second. Really? I don't have the AoE attack yet? Okay, cure potency of the standard attack is 130. Standard cure is 400. Clearly, that's a superior potency. Clearly. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm just spamming heal, man. Oh. You can't really do big wall-to-wall pulls in the early dungeons because the tanks don't have that much mitigation and the healers don't have that much healing potency. I better activate this now. I'll do another pull. Can't see. That was weird. Oh dear. Keep reapplying that shield. Is there a reason to go in here? I'm gonna say no. Doing every single boss would be such a pain. There's so many iconic ones, you know? Like if I didn't include mini bosses, I couldn't include Nero. Which is like half the point. I gotta include interesting characters like that. Paladin pairs really well with Sage. MP's running low. Really wish I had a group attack. Almost ran out of magic there. Whoops. I got it. There's 2 tiny keys in here? For what reason? Oh, crap. Phlegma! Phlegma! Yellow key acquired. The Jester and the Steward. Oh dear. It's just a skelly with a sword. Ethereal flow. I'm so glad they added this in. Since it became standard for everyone to use the return spell there instead of having to hike all the way back, they're like, oh, screw it. Let's just give them their own portal so they don't have to deal with it. Oh, cutscene. First timer? Really? But they're a dancer. Or maybe they just don't have the cutscene skip turned on. A lot of people don't actually have that on. Look away. Pew 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 pew. She'll die faster if I make blasty laser noises. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Oh dear. Definitely not that hard of a fight. Nice. I'd say the tank did a really good job there. Nice. Oh, so close to 78. Give me the level already. Oh, okay, first, let me teleport. Oh, I also need to do the Sage story quests. That might be good for some experience and gear. What do I have left? Alliance raid. Yes. I love how the Gubu's arms just flap in the wind. He's trying his best. Oh. Almost got a cramp in my leg again. And I've tried stretching the legs, but oh crap, that was close. but they're really busted up. I'm yawning way too much. One DPS to go. It's not me, is it? No. Because I'm not a DPS, clearly. Differential diagnosis. Wait. I wonder what differential comes from. Can't believe we're done with Ratika. Ratika Greatwood. What on earth is this? Oh boy. This is... World of Darkness is such an interesting raid. Because it has the tendency to either go super easily or super badly, depending on the knowledge of the people. Because if you know what you're doing, it's a painfully easy couple of boss fights. But if you don't know what you're doing, it can be god awful. Phlegma! I don't know why I feel like I have the need. Oh, really? Because I got hit with 3 at once? We really needed the tanks to interrupt them. But you didn't do it. My God. No, don't get frozen again! Oh, I have an idea of where this is going, guys. Bless them, they're trying. There you are. Guys, why are we having so much trouble? Finish them off, Jesus. Oh my god, I cannot believe how poorly that went. And we haven't even reached the real... Dude, why would you start the boss fight? Unbelievable. Alright, I've been darkened. Oh boy. Where are you? This is not going to go well. Not at all. I think a whole bunch of people are about to die. God dang it. Holy smokes, dude. Oh my god. I got doomed. Of course I did. I got hit by 3 straight face lasers in a row. Because I can't pay attention to the boss because everybody's dying. Holy moly. And again. That was such a pain. Everyone's up. They're going to start the fight, aren't they? Angra Mainyu is like infamous for being the wall everybody hits with this one. Somebody pulled that wasn't a tank? Of course it was. Some people are being very impatient. Really? I'll try. I think there's a bit of negativity in the air. That was a little harder than it should have been. Where are you? Man, it's hard to do this and concentrate at the same time. Talking while streaming and playing half of 14 is a hard combination. Our DPS is pretty low. Should have killed this thing by now. Things always tend to go wrong in a World of Darkness run. It's the craziest thing. I don't know why this is where people struggle the most. Maybe it's because, you know, the Labyrinth of the Ancients and Circus Tower are such easy alliance raids that they underestimate this one, and then it just completely wrecks them. Because I guess for the new people, a lot of this is their first time going for a really difficult raid, but there's no excuse for everybody else. Ow, 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 ow. Are you all about to die? Stand on lit pads. Oh, didn't know that's what you're supposed to do. See, even I don't know some of the mechanics here. It's just not something that becomes an issue. Cerberus is another hard wall. Well, it's easier to power through this one at the very least. Oh my god. boy. Absolute catastrophe of damage. Why are you taking so much damage, Tinia? I don't get it. I just want this to be over. Oh my god, what the heck was that? Like, what was that? What was actually that? Someone always gets hit by that. Kill them all! Grab the meteors. Kill the storms. Yes, we know. We've been doing that. Sorry, there's just this guy who's been constantly giving advice in the chat, and for the most part it's appreciated, but it's also getting a little redundant now. When you give advice on stuff that people's already doing, it gets a little egregious. are my thanks. Thanks to all. Yeah, the healers really got the brunt of that one. Any new loot that I want? Nope. Whew. Oh, we got a bot. I love dealing bots. It's satisfying. Alright, let me just take it real quick. But I made it to 78. That's the important part. No idea what that is. Hell if I know. At this point, I just go with the flow. Cool. Alright, now I can upgrade the armor. Good stuff, good stuff. Is that all the roulettes for today? Oh God, it is. Already done the pixie quests too. What is this game? Oh, this is Final Fantasy XIV, Blocko. I am obsessed with this game. Biggest MMO in the world. And for a reason. It's a whole lot of fun. I'm currently grinding all of my classes in-game to max level before the next expansion comes out in June. And my current class is the Sage. The healer with lasers. Currently level 78, trying to get to 80. How's your day going? Mine's been a grind. Alright, what am I looking for? Central Hills. You know so much about it. Yes. Oh, the Sage. Yeah. Oh, classic. Classic. That Sage. Yep. The nod along is such a universal experience. Oh yeah. I get it. I'm with you. But you're not with me. It's not the moles, it's the mummies. Basically, I figured I start doing this in the afternoons before my evening stream, just because I have so much to do. I have until July 2nd to max out everything, and then the next expansion Dawntrail comes out, and I want to have everything done before then. Seemed like a nice chill stream to play. Although I'll probably be doing development and YouTube making next week. Gotta make them videos for them, content for them, views for them, dollar bills, y'all. That's a term. Yeah, it's a term. so many things to kill. Currently doing hunts right now, which means I gotta go to random places in all the worlds, find the specific creatures, kill them, and I'll get an XP bonus. A bit tedious, but it's faster than other things. I'm gonna go. I don't know anything about this apart from it's like Dungeons and Dragons, which I also don't know anything about. That's fair. I understand. If it's not your game, I'm totally understanding. You know, like an MMORPG, not everyone's cup of tea. Whoa. If you ever do get a chance, I do recommend it. Final Fantasy 14, a lot of fun, and it's completely free up to first 3 expansions. So you know, you never know. But in any case, hope you have a great day. Oh, and we're playing Don't Starve together this evening if you're interested. Like Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if I would call it like Dungeons and Dragons, to be fair. I guess it's like Dungeons and Dragons in the sense that all fantasy is basically the same. Oh, I need to go over the mountain. Where do I find them birds? Pretty sure it's under the bridge. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, that does it for hunts. I guess we gotta hop right back into the heals. The dungeons. Okay, what do we have left? We have you at the Tempest. And we have you at Lakeland. And you at Lakeland. Let's go to Lakeland. I gotta stop yawning, man. Peace Walker. Nice name. Doing good so far, I'd say. See, just not that good at healing. Pretty annoying. I have to spam all my healing spells just to catch up with that. Yo. Oops. I swear there's a little bit of a delay here. Yeah. My button presses are just a hint delayed. Not to worry. Oh, hey, Skin, how's it going? Oh, what's confused? What you confused about? Just running a dungeon with my bros. Everything, mainly. So basically, this is a classic MMORPG. Tanks, DPS, healers. And I'm the healer right now. I'm the one shooting all the lasers. My god, you pulled too many. Oh, it does look pretty sick. Yeah, doesn't it? Oh, you just got done stay testing? Oh, how do you feel you did? Yeah, I love Final Fantasy XIV. It went. That's the perfect way to put it. That's all I want to say about it. It happened. That's fair. I totally get it. So basically my job is to keep everybody alive while they do the damage, while also providing as much damage myself as I can. I avoid the attacks from the bosses. I am a healer, yes. I am a sage healer class right now. Because I want to level all of my classes up to max before the next expansion comes out. So I've been grinding like crazy. Okay, emphasis. Another tank buster. Wow. Yeah, I really think 78 is where the Sage starts to shine, because it finally gives you a reward for your shields being broken. So you constantly are refreshing shields and damage at the same time. Such a better way to balance it. Because the Sage works by healing while attacking, so the more damage I do, the more I heal. And for the first 70 levels, that's a really hard balance to hit. It's a cool mechanic, right? Love it. And every time the shield breaks, I get this Toxicon ability, which is like my super attack. So every time he breaks the shield, I do damage and I heal more. And then I refresh the shield and we just repeat that process. They do not have a Necromancer class yet. That's something people have been wanting for a while, though. That's the class they request every expansion. It's going to happen eventually, I just know it. It'll take some work to get done, but it'll happen eventually. The classes they have now, well, there's 20 classes. The new classes they're adding for the next update are the Viper, which is a two-handed sword class. And Pictomancer, a ranged caster class. I'm falling a little bit behind. The AoEs make this so much harder than it needs to be. Now I'm constantly moving around. We got Mojang added a cave update. We can do anything. It's a good point. Anything's possible. Oh, and Beast Tamer. That's right. The Beast Tamer is being added as well. So you can start taming monsters to be part of your Your strike force. Uh-oh. We spawned the monsters. Oh, tank's AFK. How am I the one doing the most damage? Okay, we're good. Emergency, whew, taken care of. Oh, damn, my legs are about to cramp up. Really overdid at the gym yesterday with the calves. And now every time I even flex them, they get close to cramping. You know, for the mechanic of these enemies to not spawn for like 30 seconds, they're awfully weak. There's really no point in the whole wait 30 kill them before 30 seconds passes, because they're not that strong, regardless. Wow, no healing items yet. Oh, we'll get there. It's all about the EXP anyway. Whee! Big tank is typing something. Now this one's pretty simple. Thankfully, yeah, storage is not that hard of a fight. It's amazing that if you attack too fast with this, you actually run out of magic. Sage is not built for rapid fire attacking over a long period of time. And I'll have to keep an eye out for. He hasn't even broken my shield once. Hydration, you say? It shall be done. Why are you dying all the time? Good fight. Whew. Yeah, he did a good job. That was a good tank. Good tank, good tank. And not one thing for a healer. Shame. Oh, I must hydrate. Ugh. Ugh. Drink. I got 2 commendations for that. Nice. See, when people like you, that's part of the reason I think FF14 has such a great community, is that it encourages people to commend others for doing a good job. Oh, I got 2 commendations as a healer. Granted, healers and tanks always get commendations, but still. Ah, sorry, just massaging my leg right now. Oh, I'm gonna die. I just feel like my leg's gonna cramp at any moment. So I gotta get it to loosen up before I put myself in a world of pain. All right, let's get out of danger. What do they do in this? 2 things. The first is you are put into more favorable, what's the word? Matchmaking? Yeah. Those with a lot of commendations stick with the people with a lot of commendations, and those with not a lot, stick with those with not a lot. And the second thing is that you get achievements and specific rewards if you get enough commendations. There's a title, a gear set, and a mount. Plus, you have to get a certain amount of commendations before you can become a mentor, which is a specialty status where you are chosen to be the mentor for new people to go through dungeons, and you get EXP bonuses as a mentor. And reward bonuses, so. Though to be fair, the mentor threshold is very high. So almost no one goes after it. Sorry, I'm just getting a lot of messages right now. Okay. And in general, it's a feel-good thing, right? I wish it had more of a mechanical result. Like, if you had accommodations, you get EXP bonuses. But I think if they did that, people would just they can't do it to their teammates or their friends. So I wonder why they didn't do that. Because it would encourage people to be nice, right? I don't know, maybe there's a fear that people could abuse it, but I don't know how they would. Yeah, sorry, hold on. Now I gotta fix the right leg. And with MMORPGs, it's all about the long game, you know? It's always about 10 levels by 10 levels per expansion, new classes, new story content. A lot of these challenges and achievements take a long time because they're expecting you to put in, you know, hundreds of hours. And I get that. So I guess if the combinations made that too fast, you wouldn't spend as much time in the game. So plus it would lose its purpose if it once you reached max level on stuff. Oh, not to mention if you went to the end game dungeons and stuff, there would be no point in doing it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We'll get there though. Holy moly, dude. Ugh. I know I'm complaining about this, but my legs really feel like they're about to cramp any second. Ooh. More hydration. I knew I had made a mistake yesterday at the gym. I knew I had messed up after I finished that set because the calf machine is what you sit in the machine, you hold the bars to your left and right, and then you take your feet and then you push this this pedal at the end, and that's where the weight is connected, and that's how you train the calves. It's a very good machine, but the problem is that if you bend your legs a little bit, you're actually using your other muscles. So you got to keep your legs relatively straight. And I went too far. I made them like super straight, so I was putting all the weight on the calves. You're not supposed to do that, because as soon as I was done with my 3 sets, I felt like my calves were on fire. Like I had like I had been working out for a week, you know. And you know, it's probably just because I haven't worked them out in such a long time, so I'm not surprised. They'll get better though. Oh, okay, that one feels a lot better. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Don't mind me, just old man complaining about his sore joints. Oh, before I forget, I need to be sure I don't go over on time, because I'm actually ahead of schedule this week. You know, League of Legends would really benefit from commendations. League of Legends would be a much better game if they had just found a way to encourage people to be nice. Because the nature of the game invites toxicity and blaming other people, because you have to put such an investment in every match. And when you feel like other people aren't doing their part, it gets really bad. And the game itself is a reinforcement loop personified. Those who win get better at winning. Those who lose will start to lose harder. You know, it snowballs so very quickly in League. That's why I stopped playing it. I can't take part in the game that so actively ruins its community through its mechanics. It's a fun game, it really is. I had a blast playing League of Legends. But the people who make it are garbage people with garbage values, and it reflects in the fact that they have yet to fix their community. And of course, I'm talking about real life stuff, so I won't go too deep into that, but it's just so frustrating, you know? Sorry, I gotta do some math in my head. It's League. Yeah, at this point, I think people have given up on League being any better than it is. Which is frustrating because I'm always of the mentality you can always make things better, right? If you just start to coast on success, then what's the point? It's why companies like Blizzard and Activision and BioWare and Bethesda have all gone downhill. They're coasting. They're not innovating. They're not making bigger, badder games. They're just making the next version of the thing you already have. It's the iPhone strategy. Release the same product over and over again, which is slightly better than the last one. Drip feed content and new features. And make money for years. I don't think they were ever on a hill. To be fair, Call of Duty and World of Warcraft were like the biggest games ever. So, Bethesda, who started it? You know, that's a good question. Because people always point to like the whole DLC cosmetic thing that started with Oblivion. I didn't even start with Morrowind. I don't remember. Yeah, everyone points to Bethesda as one of the first ones to do it. But honestly, I blame Angry Birds. I blame all mobile games because they're the ones who, in order to make their games profitable, had to use ads because they gave out their games for free because that's the only way it would work on a mobile. Because you have to remember, once upon a time, people didn't used to play games on phones. That was a foreign concept. So to sell these games to people, they gave them out for free. Hey, check out this really cool thing you can do on a phone. It's free, and that's, you know, Angry Birds and Clash of Clans, they all became big, but they still needed to make money, so they put ads everywhere, and now mobile games are making so much money. They're the biggest part of the industry, which is disgusting, but that's another issue. And AAA started looking at this monetization and thinking, we should start doing more of that. And, you know, then the companies, Bethesda being one of the first ones for sure, especially Bethesda, my God. And now here we are. All games have, not all games, but games have kind of replicated that mobile game strategy into AAA stuff, and just maybe not ads, but definitely microtransactions. So I would love to see, to like document the journey microtransactions have had. That would be a fascinating video to make. People would love to hear about that. Especially now that things are turning a corner, so to speak, because countries are starting to outlaw them and everything. All right, so I got to do this math real quick or I'm gonna lose out. I don't want to do accidental overtime and piss off my bosses. Okay, so 1240. So that's 4.3? Yeah, 4.3 plus today's. So I need 3.7 from 1140. So that's 12, 1, 2, 240 plus 37. No, plus 0.7, which is 42 minutes. So 322. I have 8 more minutes. Cool. It was Bethesda with the golden horse armor. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. The golden horse armor. Oh my God. That was, yeah, that was truly the first big controversial microtransaction ever. Because the audacity of that horse armor. How dare you sell this for, what, I think it was 20 bucks? I have to send another email. I messed up on my time card. Freedom name change. Oh, yep. Really shouldn't say that loud. 15, pretty sure. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it was something. I knew it was like over 10. because people wouldn't get upset mostly for anything under $10. It's still overpriced, but it's not something people would like lightning rod to. $15 for horse armor in Oblivion. Horses weren't exactly a big part of the game. What would be the last thing I do today for them? Right. So that was the early days. That was like Xbox, right? Or at least Xbox 360. I forget which console Oblivion came out on. And then because it all started as DLC, right? No one was doing like true monetization until like Steam started really becoming a thing. Steam played a big role in streamlining monetization because it allowed people to get DLC a lot easier because you didn't have to go through the specific networks. Windows and Xbox 360. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then they started doing the loot boxes. Like Overwatch. I don't know if Overwatch was the first one to do it, but they definitely popularized it. The idea of the loot boxes is really where Pandora's box was unleashed. Because that opened the door for basically every game afterwards to copy and create their own system. You know, some did it more egregiously, some did it less problematically, but everyone did loot boxes. And then I think Fortnite was the one who popularized the battle pass, as people were really starting to turn against the loot box. So Fortnite came up with this other idea that was, you know, its own thing. And then battle passes became the new pattern. And now we're in seasonal content loops for all live service games. And now we're stuck in the endless wasteland of live service games. As a result, this era could be called the live service era because there's so many, just problematic ideas. Because they're obsessed with it. Game companies want so badly to make a game that people play for years and continuously buy content for. They're just dying for it. But they always fail, and they ruin their reputation as a result. Checking anything interesting happening? Oh, I'm just finishing up work here, and we were talking about where monetization started. Oh, but you got your learning permit. Well done. Congrats. It's a big step. Finally able to go down to the gas station yourself. I mean, I only spent like an hour at the DMV. Yeah. If you know how to drive, it's a pretty simple thing, right? Once you get over like the intimidation of driving, it becomes second nature, right? And you were just getting a picture taken? Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember being so intimidated when I first started driving. Because things just did not make sense. I was always confused as to why people behaved the way they did while driving. Now, since I've been doing it for 15 years, you get the idea that, oh, people are idiots. No, I mean, no, people are just selfish. They're looking out for their own their own thing, right? People, I think people in general are very individual drivers. They're very selfish about their driving. Because you feel like other people are getting in your way, right? Okay. 22, okay, so that is officially... I'm in LA, I've known that since I was 6. Other people are what make it hard, right? Other people. The thing that ruins driving the most is other people. Traffic is the worst. Traffic has ruined the love of driving for me. Because after I learned how to drive and did it for about a year or two, I loved to drive. I loved driving. Because it was peaceful, I had time to myself, I didn't have to think too much, I could listen to music, windows down. Oh, that was the best. I loved driving. But as soon as I had to start doing those long commutes, it became a nightmare every day. It just ruined it. It sucked all the joy out of it, you know? Still to this day, I feel a little bit more stressed every time I get in the car. Because I'm just ready for other people to screw me. Like, that guy's going to run the red light. This guy's going to honk. Oh, they're going to cut me off. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is getting stuck in traffic. Because there's nothing worse than traffic. Because you can't do anything about it. It's inevitable. It's usually hot or cold. And there's no movement. But you always have to pay attention because you have to inch forward every time. You have to make progress. You can't just turn your brain off and deal with it. You have to go numb but pay attention. And all that's compounded by the fact that you're always in it for a long time. 20, 30 minutes in traffic will lower your lifespan for sure. Mm-hmm. There we go. I've been making a lot of mistakes. My clock in lately. It's never good. Never good. Yeah, rush hour must be like one of the worst modern day I guess first world problems and grievances. Because you know, it's not actually that big of a deal. But it feels like the worst thing you ever do every day when you're driving back and forth from work. Or at least one of. I used to have an hour-long commute, so it's always the worst part of my day. That's why I was so thankful when I started remote working from home, because that commute was just slaying me. Gave me so much more time back. Gave me 2 hours back every day. 10 hours a week. 40 hours a month. That's crazy. That's so much time given back to me because I don't have to drive to and from work. It makes such a difference. By the way, how have I been? Ooh, big question. I'm not in as much pain as I was, thankfully. I would say I'm doing better in the last couple days just because I've gotten back into the flow of things. I'm on my meds now. They're a lot stronger than they were before. I'm concentrating on this a lot, so it's kind of taking all my time and energy. So I'm not thinking about other things, and I'm getting the energy and motivation back to start something new. So I'm trying not to think about other things, because there are still issues there, still a lot of mental problems, but I'm dealing with them. As far as the work thing, all I can do is shrug my shoulders and say, oh man, I don't know what to do with this anymore. I'm going to do the best I can, you know. I'm going to make sure I don't make any mistakes. But as soon as I got that warning, I was like, oh, guaranteed I'm going to be losing my job within the next couple of months. Because you make one mistake, you come in late one more day, which is something everybody does at some point, I lose the job. So that level of stress is so high, combined with, you know, the fear of failure and the fact that none of my career prospects are panning out. You know, not a good feeling. But I won't trauma dump on you any longer. My apologies. I will deal with it. I am dealing. That's my answer. I'm dealing. And with that in mind, I actually think I'm going to call it there because I'm officially off of work. Been streaming for a couple hours, and I got a few things I want to do before stream tonight, so I think I will be wrapping up there. I'll probably finish Sage up tonight at my own time. If not, we'll finish up tomorrow, but tomorrow will probably be Blue Mage stuff, so we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks guys for hopping on, listening on, just lurking, whatever you'll be doing. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys either tonight for more Don't Starve together, or for Final Fantasy again tomorrow, and Minecraft, which I still need to pick this mod for. Probably should do that next. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Fridays. See you next time.